Hi everyone, I'm going to do some favourites. I've got a lot of favourites, but I think it's because I got so excited about the possibility of doing favourites that I just started collecting all my favourite things. I know. So I'll probably have to split this, otherwise it'll be half an hour. So I'm going to do skincare first, then I'll move on to makeup, then I have hair and body, and then other. So I'm going to start with skin, for obvious reasons. Let me think. So in the favourites I did with Ruth, that was over a month ago, so I've skipped a month. Look at me being on time for 1st of July. So, skin. What am I loving? At the Mo, right, so basically, you won't be able to see, but there's a sneak peek. I've been putting things that I've been using a lot into this crate, and then editing it, going through and going, oh, I've showed that last time, or I've gone off that, or whatever. So, I will crack on, and I've noticed I say so a lot. I don't know where that comes from. I'll try and rein it in, but bear with. So, first up, this is not in any particular order whatsoever, it's just that I like the new packaging. So, OSKIA, job well done. Renaissance Cleansing Gel, this has been on the blog before. It's a really lovely gel cleanser. You can emulsify it if you want to. I use it as a morning cleanse, and sometimes as a second cleanse in the evening. It's not too expensive, it's in the 30. Well, I say it's not too expensive, it's not cheap. I know, I get stick, it's not cheap, but it's not £80. Vitamins A, C and E, omega-6, pumpkin enzymes, chamomile and rose. Really lovely cleanser, very light and not particularly foaming. Does have some slip, I like not too drying, stripping, all that sort of stuff. See, I've lost every single adjective I had in my brain. Moving on. I love this cleanser. Just checking I've got my other one. Yes, okay. I love this cleanser, and the Americans will be happy because it's an American one. It's Tracie Martyn AMLA Purifying Cleanser. It's not the cheapest. I'm telling you that straight off, and that's why I've got quite a bit left, because I use it sparingly. I use this either, I would never use this to take my makeup off. Sorry Tracie, but I wouldn't. It would waste it for me. I use it in the morning, and I use it sometimes, and I use it in the evening as a second cleanse, sometimes as a third cleanse, which sounds like overkill, but bear with. If I'm wearing heavy makeup, SPF, if you just have a lot of gunk, I'll do a couple of balm cleanses, like one to get it all moving, one to take it off, and then I do a cleanser for the skin, if that makes sense. This is the cleanser I want on the skin. There's a few I use like this. The other one is the Moisturizers Deep Thermal Cleansing Balm, I think. Anyway, that's another one that's expensive, and I don't use it to take my makeup off. I would be horrified. I use it because I want it to be on my skin and clean my skin, not remove makeup. Anyway, this is quite acidic. Has lots of lovely acids. It has lactic, salicylic and malic. I can't see from the writing, but anyway, really lovely. This is about as close to a foam as I go. If you were to add tons of water, you probably could get some foam out of it. I tend to not. I do a couple of pumps in my hand, go all over the face, add a teeny bit of water just to give it some slip, and then go in with a flannel. But that is beautiful. I was going to say that's beautiful if you have skin. This is good for all skin types, but yeah, like I said, it's not the most affordable, but I've just done an affordable video, so I'm just going to bring out some nice stuff. Not that the other stuff isn't nice. I'm going to stop myself before I shoot myself. Right, okay. Energizing 9 Oil Skin Tonic is a crazy name for what is a beautiful oil cleanser from MV Organics. I had a facial with Sharon a couple of months ago. Sharon is the woman behind MV Organics. It was a beautiful facial, beautiful product. It's Australian. I'm kind of doing something for all the continents at the moment. And again, it's not the cheapest in the UK. It should be more affordable in Australia. This is a beautiful oil cleanser. And again, I don't really use this to take my makeup off. This is what I would call a skin cleanser, which is actually what all of these have in common. Just one of those good products that you don't want to waste taking mascara off. And if that doesn't make sense, leave me some comments and I'll try and explain. But essentially, for radiant, healthy skin, and that is what you get when you use something like this. Beautiful. Next! I'm really excited. It's pathetic, isn't it? I know. While it's here, while I'm not going in sequence, but as I've just seen it, I can't even talk. MV Organic Skincare Rose Hydrating Mist. This is a must-have for all skins. This would be stage 3 if you follow my routine. So cleansing, acid tone, and then toner. This would be that stage. Lovely mist. I would normally spray it all over my face, but I've got like 4 videos to film. No. Rose Hydrating Mist, beautiful. There are many, many, many rose mists, sprays, toners on the market. The only thing I would say to look out for is colouring and fragrance. If it has added colour and added fragrance, it ain't rose water. Just saying. Some acid. Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Peel Original Formula. These are luscious. You tear it open, it's a little cloth. I'll do it, but then I'll use it tonight, so I'm not going to wipe it all over me. Hang on. It's like a prep and then a deep treatment. It's literally a cloth. You wipe it all over the face, spin it over, go again, and then you go straight in with stage 2. So this is essentially your acid tone. If I'm using these in the evening, I don't do any kind of spritz or tone or anything else on cotton afterwards. I go straight in with the anti-aging products, whether that's serum or a retinol. More of that coming up actually, but these are beautiful. This is the sort of normal complexion, and then there's a hardcore anti-aging one which I've got, and I'm going to start on next month, so I imagine they'll be in next month's favourites. But yeah, Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Peel Original Formula. They come in a very handy little... Actually, if I do that, you know I'm going to forget it. I'm going to leave it out, seriously, because I like to use my things. Clinical strength, surface refiner and deeper treatment. There's 30 in that packet, but you don't have to use them every night. You know, if you're going to buy these as a treat or as a deep anti-aging acid, if you like, you could use them once, twice a week, every other night, wherever you can do to fit your budget. You know, you could easily use these and then move in to the First Aid Beauty Pads, the Pixie Glow Tonic, anything that's more affordable. Yes, beautiful. Next up, some serums. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All do different things. So, before I go on to those, I'm going to talk about this one. Clinique Smart Serum is the product that I just did the ad for, which I'll link to below, which was very entertaining. I find it entertaining watching myself in that scenario. The ad itself is very nice. This serum is basically targeting repair where your skin needs it, and they say visibly repairs lines and wrinkles, dark spots, uneven tone, firms and contours, imparts radiance, used twice a day. It's a bit like putting the communication back between your cells. There are peptides that do that. Science is very good. There are some people who think science is mumbo jumbo. I would say it's science. There's a full review coming on this on the blog, but this has been something I'm loving this month. The next serum is Henriksen Pure Truth Youth Activating Oil. This is the same range as the Advanced Hydration and the Pure Truth Serum. This one I have found really good for scarring and pigmentation. I don't think it was specifically made for that reason, but it is. I mean, it's rosehip oil, but it's not a thick, gloopy rosehip oil that you can't work with, which I just find really annoying. It goes on the skin and it just sits there and you feel greasy. This is super absorbing and works beautifully under any cream you want to use with it. You don't necessarily have to use it with the rest of the OOLA Advanced Hydration or anything like that. It's just a really lovely, active, which is probably why it's called Pure Truth Youth Activating Oil. See what he did there. Good for all skin types, good for pigmentation, like I said, and good for scarring. I had a little nick here. Anyway, one of those spots that sort of comes up, doesn't go away for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and you're left with a scar. And this was really helpful in getting rid. That's that one. The next up is 3 SkinCeuticals products. 1 is brand new, and 2 are newer versions of something they've had for a long time. Advanced Pigment Corrector. I was going to say Advanced Pigment Creator. Not a market for that. This is really good for stubborn discoloration and to prevent reoccurrence. So I use this one in the morning, and then I use these other 2 in the evening, and between those and the SOOOO Henriksen I've just mentioned, I have managed to get rid of those scars that come from tiny little spots that never come to a head and just sit there being annoying. Resveratrol B E and SkinCeuticals 0.3 retinol 0.3. They also do a 0.5 and a 1. If you already use a lot of retinol products, go straight to the 1%. I started on this, but I could easily have gone to the 1. I just thought I'd do it the right way for a change. This is a beautiful new pre-anything else serum, if that makes sense. You put this on in the evening when your skin's going to relax, and you follow it with the retinol. Beautiful products, goes on the skin like an oil, really soft, really luscious, gives you a glow. Not that that's why you want to use a nighttime serum for, you don't need to glow when you're asleep, but it makes your skin look really healthy. The retinol will go in, and basically vitamin A has been proven to reverse the signs of aging. So it will help discoloration, it will promote collagen production, plump up fine lines and wrinkles. These 2, along with these 2, switching them round, have been really, really good for giving me some oomph in my skin. Next up is an oil. Technically it's a serum, but I wanted to just do this separately because I've had a lot of questions about it. Sunday Riley Juno. It's antioxidant superfood. Sunday Riley has 3 oils. 1 is for normal combination, 1 is for a slightly more anti-aging skin, and Juno is one for everyone. And the reason it's so good is because it is completely free of essential oils. So anyone who has any sensitivity to fragrance can use this. It's a really refined omega oil, so essential amino acids, antioxidants, vitamins, omegas 3, 6 and 9, UV shields, natural anti-inflammatory agents. Because it's completely free of essential oils, it does not smell fancy. Juno, because it doesn't contain any essential oils or any synthetic fragrance, it doesn't have the most lovely smell. I know that doesn't sound like good English, sorry. I'm quite used to it. I think it's lovely and it's worth it because what it does to the skin is make it look completely alive, well fed. It makes it look like your skin has had a lot of attention paid to it. So if you haven't done that, if you're guilty of not paying due care and attention where you should, this will make it look like you had. And similarly, if you are someone who's obsessive about skincare and you do generally take good care of your skin, it's a welcome addition because it can be used across any playing field. Acne, eczema, psoriasis, anything. This is worth checking out. That's Juno. Few more, I'm nearly done, I promise. Okay, this is Lindstrom, the Blue Cocoon. This little thing here, I got this from Cult Beauty. May, I think, is based in LA, definitely in California, out that way, I think. Yes. This is one of the most beautiful things I've put on my face in a long time. It's literally like it's almost a hard coconut oil texture. Smells divine. The feeling and the look on your skin when you put it on is like you're completely rested and radiant within seconds. But it is very expensive. It's going to be much cheaper for you guys that live in the States, but over here it's over £100. I'm just telling you now, but if you live in America, you lucky, lucky people, the land of Kate Somerville, as we like to call it over here, this is beautiful. And you're not going to spend over £100 for something that just smells nice. I get that, but it's got everything in there that is calming and soothing and anti-redness. And some nights when my skin, if I've been out on the tube and travelling and in office meetings and just when you feel, ugh, this as a cleanse, a little bit of this. In fact, I might do this tonight. This, then these, then Juno, and a little bit of this on top. Amazing. Like full on love affair with your skin. Lindstrom, Cult Beauty for UK people. Check it out. See if you can get a travel set or something. See if you can get some blue Cocoon and get it on your face. There. Done. And a couple of things to finish. No Wrinkles Tired Eyes. I featured No Wrinkles Midnight Moisture on the blog, which is a lovely nighttime moisturiser. Not for someone who's got really acne skin, but pretty much anyone else, especially aging. No Wrinkles Tired Eyes. Stimulating complex, reduces the signs of fatigue. Defense against tired, puffy eyes and dark circles that repair while you sleep. Lovely. It also has retinol palmitate, which is the mildest form of vitamin A, and hyaluronic acid. And not uber expensive like a lot of eye creams are. Powerful serum, targeted to help reduce wrinkles, signs of fatigue around the eye area. Lovely, nice. We like a bit of this, works. Good name. Lastly, Heal Gel, but it's the original Heal Gel, which looked like this. I would take a guess and think that this is the Heal Gel Intensive now. Still like new. I burned my arm on an oven tray. Quite nasty. Long stripe across my arm. And remembered I had this, whacked this on 2 or 3 days in a row, and almost instantaneously amazing results. So for scarring, I know they've just brought out Heal Gel Body, which is good if you have things like stretch marks. Just a really good product, and a lovely story behind this brand. Have a read when you are online. And that's it. So I'll do a list below of everything that's here and any notes of things I was rambling about, which is highly likely, let's face it. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do makeup next. I'm not even going to bother getting changed. I'm just going to give you a break. Thanks, subscribe if you liked, and hopefully this will go up in time.